Either we are here in start page of Cognos Analytics, or if we go here to content area of Cognos Analytics, beside each item, that is beside each report or dashboard, we can find the three dots. Now those three dots could be used to open an action menu here, and this action menu contains all of the major options for that report. Now, before explaining that menu, I will show you that this name of a report is actually a link. So if I click on this link, I will create my report, but I will create it in a default file format. But this default file format is Excel. I will now close this window. I will click here, and then I will click on X. But if we want to create our report in some other file format, we don't have to change default setting. We can go here to Action menu, then we go to Run As, and a new dialog will be open. Here we can change file format to PDF. We can enable this run in background. We can create our report a little bit later. We can send our report by email. Now, I will not go in details about this dialog. We will cover this dialog in a video about scheduling. So I will disable this option. The only thing I will change file format to PDF. And then when I click on Run, this report will be created, but it will be created in PDF file format. Here we can see our report in PDF file format. I will close this window. I will click here, and then I will click on X. Next option that we have here in Action menu is Edit Report. If I click on Edit Report, I will open my report in Edit mode. And here we can change how our report looks like, and we can also change what it contains. I will close this window by clicking here, and then I will click on X. Next option that we have here in Action menu is Create a Report View. Now I will skip this option. I will also skip View Versions. I will click on Share. If I click on Share, a new dialog will be open, and here we have this link. We can copy this link to Clipboard by clicking on this button here, and then we can send that link to someone else. When that person clicks on that link, it would be the same as if he clicked on this link here, so he would get a report in default file format. Next option in Action menu is Copy or Move to. Now first I will deselect this report, and then I will create a new folder. I will click here on Add Folder. I will call it Folder 1. I will click on Add. And now we have our new folder. Then I will copy our report to that folder. We will go to Action menu, to Copy or Move to. And then I will select this Folder 1. I can now click on Move or Copy. I will choose Copy. And our report is now copied to Folder 1. If we go to Folder 1, we can see that here we have a copy of our report. I will go back to my content. And similar to that, we can go to Action menu, and we can click on Add Shortcut. We will again select our Folder 1. We will click on Create Shortcut. And a new shortcut will be created here inside of Folder 1. We go here. We will see here that we have our shortcut. Now, this shortcut is the same as, we will go back, is the same as this name of report. So the same thing will happen if we click on a shortcut or on the name of a report. Next option in Action menu is Edit Name and Description. This will open this dialog where we can change the name of our report or its description. I will click on Cancel. Next option is Properties. We click on Properties. A new window will be opened. And here we have a lot of different settings and options. First, we will go to Report tab. And here in Report area, we can see that we can here change that default file format. I will change it, for example, to CSV. We can also change some settings for PDF file format. We can turn on accessibility support, or we can change language. Now, language is important because it influences CSV files. It can influence separator, it can influence date CSV files, or decimal signs. But I will just leave report format to the CSV. I will click on save, and then I will click on close. We are now back. If I would click on this demo report link again, I would create my report. But this time, my report would be created in a different file format, and that different file format would be CSV, because I have changed default settings. I will close this window by clicking here, and then by clicking on XBAT. We are now back. We will go again to Action menu, and then we will go again to Properties. Here in Properties, we have another tab that is of importance, and that is this Schedule tab. Here we can schedule our report as a recurring event. I will close this now. I will not show you that now. Again, in Action menu, next option is Details pane. I will click here, and in Details pane we have many of the options that we already saw. We can go to edit mode, we can share our report, we can open properties, we can run as our report, we can edit report, and so on. So this is just a repetition of all of those options in Action menu. And the last option in Action menu is delete. If we click on delete and then on OK, we would permanently delete our report. Now, besides having all of these options here in this Action menu, when this checkbox here is selected, then we also have many of those options here in this blue menu. If I click on more, we will see many of familiar options here in this menu. Now, Action menu exists for report, but it also exists for folder. For example, for this folder here, we have also Action menu, and we have many options for that folder. But if we go inside of that folder, here at the top we have 3 dots. Now these 3 dots are Action menu for a folder that is currently opened. So if I click, for example, on edit them in description, we can see that this menu is about folder and not about some of the items.